Introducing the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge smartphone. This phone was launched last month, actually, March 2016, and it comes with Android version 6.0 already installed, and that's Marshmallow. This particular one we're looking at is a 32 gig version. There's also a 64 gig version as well that does exist. And yes, there is a micro SD card slot on this particular model. Nice. The Samsung S7 does have a fingerprint scanner, so it can be unlocked using your fingerprint. And it also comes with a beautiful 5.5 inch screen packing 1440 times 2560 pixels. With such a gorgeous screen, this thing at 5.5 inches in size is excellent for watching movies, playing games, and pretty much consuming all of your favorite content. It does come with 4 gigabytes of RAM on board, and it does have a pretty powerful 3600 milliampere hour battery. Samsung does claim that the battery can give you a talk time of up to 27 hours on a 3G network, and you can play music for this continuously for up to 74 hours using this battery on a single charge. So when it comes to the actual physical dimensions of this phone, it does measure in at 5.94 times 2.86 inches, so that's 5.94 lengthwise, 2.86 inches in width, and it does have a thickness of about 0.3 of an inch. This is a very sleek looking phone. It has its customary volume rocker keys on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you do have the power button, which is neatly tucked away there. Along the bottom, of course, you have your mini USB port, your 3.5mm jack, and you also have a microphone and speaker. And on the very top here, you have this port right here where you can actually put in your SIM card as well as your micro SD storage. Here is also your microphone. So to access the bay to insert your SIM as well as your micro SD card, you use the little pin that it comes with. What I like about this pin, is that it does have a little loop at the very top, so you can actually put this on your keychain if you wanted to. But this is the actual pin. Anyway, so I did press that little hole, and this opens up this bay here. And here, as you can see, there are 2 slots. So one is for your SIM card, and then the other one is for your micro SD card. Now that's really nice design. I like that. Everything on one slot, one insert, I should call it, and just put it back in. And there's only one way it goes in, and it clips right in place like that. From a weight perspective, it does feel like an expensive phone, and it truly is. It weighs in at about 157 grams, which is about 5.54 ounces. So this particular model, as I did show you earlier, is a single SIM model, right? You actually use a nano SIM for this, but there are dual SIM models of this phone as well available. I guess it depends on which market that you're selling this in, but just letting you know, there is a dual SIM version of this as well that does exist. Now this is a Super AMOLED touchscreen, and again, I did say it is a 5.5 inch screen, curved screen with curved edges, so you hardly see any bezel on the outside. And what I really love about the screen as well is that it has a pixel density of 534 ppi, so that's 534 pixels per inch they've actually squeezed into this phone. So because of that really lovely high pixel density, you have gorgeous images, and like high definition video games look really good on this as well. It's Samsung has done very good job on especially with the screen on this phone. I really love it. With the built-in Apps Edge technology, you have your quick menu access from the right hand side of the screen, and you can actually fit about up to, that's 10 apps in one menu, and you can actually have 4 screens with menus on the right hand side. Nice. Now this phone is compatible with the GSM, HSPA and LTE networks, so obviously it is a 4G phone. So this particular one is gold, and I love this particular gold model of the S7. It actually looks like a bar of real gold. I really like the finish. You know, Samsung have come a long way from making their more plasticky looking phones. You know, with that you know, hard matte back. They've now come a long way making their phones look more classy and more, you know, they are really high-end expensive phones, and they should look the part, right? So in addition to gold, it also comes in, you can get these in pink gold. Yes, you heard me correctly, pink gold, as well as black and white and silver. But of course, gold is my favorite, as you can tell. Now it does come with this is pretty much an octa-core unit, so there's 8 cores in this phone. Okay, that's a lot of cores when it comes to CPU speed. But when you want to get an understanding of the breakdown of the the CPUs that are in this phone, let's just quickly go through them. So when it comes to the processors, there's let's start with the Kyro processors. So there are 2 dual-core Kyro processors running at speeds of 2.15 gigahertz each. There's also a quad-core 2.3 gigahertz Mongoose chip in there, as well as another quad-core 1.6 gigahertz Cortex A53 chip. So when you add them all up together, you get a total of 8 cores. Right? And with 8 cores, you can do a lot of multitasking. You can play high-end video games like I am right now, NBA Jam, one of my favorites. And yeah, it's just a very powerful processor in the palm, in the palm of your hand, pretty much. Now, obviously, in addition to the CPU, this does have a graphics processing unit as well. The GPU being an Adreno 530 chip, as well as the Mali T880 MP12. So all that fancy mumbo jumbo is just a long-winded way to say it does have processors that are just dedicated to handling high definition graphics and stuff like and games like what you're seeing right now. Now the camera is one of the most powerful features of this phone. It does come with a 12 megapixel camera, and it does take very good pictures as well in low light conditions. It supports multi-burst shots as well. I think in one shot you can take up to, well, I'm going up to 100 here, 100 shots. So I took up about 100 shots there in like, I don't know, 10 seconds. So that's really cool. And then there's also a front-facing camera, of course, which is here. That's 5 megapixels. So what's also good about this camera as well is that it can record, obviously, 4K video and whatnot. But in addition to recording like 4K video, you can simultaneously take like 9 megapixel stills while you're recording 4K video, which is pretty cool. Now there's also some cool apps that come with this phone. So there's S Note, which comes pre-installed, and you can use that to take, of course, notes and whatnot, memos. You can even draw on it and write notes. So if you have a little stylus, you can use that, or you can just use your finger. What is also good about the some of the pre-installed apps as well, it comes with of course a music player, movie player, Hangouts, Gmail, and whatnot. But in addition to that, there is also I'm just trying to find it here. They have a Samsung folder, so it has the Gear app pre-installed, so you can actually pair up with your Gear S2 smartwatch. You have a voice recorder, so I can go here right now quickly and just quickly take a quick memo to remind myself that I have to post this video on YouTube in the next hour. So I can just save it there and play it back if I wanted to. Just turn the volume up, that might be a good idea.
I have to post this video on YouTube. Please take a quick memo to remind myself that I have to post this video on YouTube in the next hour.
Yes, so that was a little demo there with that. And what is really good about some of the pre-installed apps, let me show you another one, especially for you, health conscious and guys who love working out in the gym. There is also the S Health app here. So even if you do not have a Gear S2 smartwatch, to take, for example, your heart rate, you can simply use the sensor that's built into the back of the Samsung Galaxy S7, which is right here. So let me just quickly demo using the S Health app that comes pre-installed from Samsung. Here it is. Right here, I can actually measure my heart rate here. So what I'm going to do is, let's go back here, see measure. So it's actually telling me now to place my finger on that sensor. So what I'm going to do is do that right now. I'll just put my finger behind it here like this. Like, see that little red light there? Like that. And it's actually going to measure my heart rate through my index finger. Alright, so it's telling me my heart rate is 66 beats per minute. But that is not all. The Galaxy S7 Edge, in addition to, it has a lot of other sensors, because of course I did show you the fingerprint sensor, right? So you can use that fingerprint sensor to unlock your phone, as opposed to having to type in a 4-digit PIN. And at the back there's your heart rate sensor, right? But there's also built-in accelerometer, there's a gyro, there's a proximity sensor, compass, barometer, heart rate monitor, and an SpO2 monitor. So you may be asking yourself, well, what is SpO2? What is that? What is that you're measuring? You can actually measure the percentage of hemoglobin, which is saturated with oxygen in your bloodstream, right? So that's pretty cool. So long-winded way to say how much oxygen is in my blood, and I can actually measure that as well using the same S Health app. Let me just bring it back up here. Where are you, S Health? Let's go into the Samsung right here. Let's go to the S Health app, and here it is, SpO2. Click on that, and again I can place my finger on the sensor right here, and this is measuring right now. Let me just go back. Measuring. Try to keep still and quiet, so let me just keep still. And it says that mine is 100%. So I guess I have 100% oxygenated blood. Cool. And there's a ton of, as you can see on my phone, I have a ton of games on here. So what I will do is just show you, do some other videos showing you some gameplay of some of these cool games as well, like Reckless Racing 3. It's a really cool racing game. Now the Galaxy S7 can be charged wirelessly. You can buy this Samsung Fast Charge wireless charger. It's sold separately. So you can just simply rest your S7 on the base and it just starts charging wirelessly. Now what Samsung has also done, there is also a fast battery charge mode, so you can actually charge this up to 60%. You can get 60% of charge on your battery in about 30 minutes using the Quick Charge 2.0. And I'm assuming that's while charging through the mini USB port as opposed to charging wirelessly. I have charged this wirelessly too, and it does say on this that it's fast charge, so I believe that fast charge, where you can actually get 60% of your battery charged up in 30 minutes, works with this wireless charging pad as well. And this phone comes with all the trimmings, including near field communications support, so that's NFC support. Again, I mentioned Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, obviously, built-in GPS, and it doesn't have a radio, but that's not a big game changer. And I'll just end by saying that when it comes to just enjoying media on this phone, playing games, watching movies, working, it's definitely a pleasure using this phone. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's looking for a nice high-end phone. Yeah, Samsung, you've done very well. This is a very good job. I give this like 9.5 out of 10, to be honest. Anyway guys, that was my honest review of the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, and I just wanted to highlight some of the key features that I found very important. I thought I wanted to share with you guys. I do have a link below this page where you can get these, get access to like unlocked versions of these, so you can use them on your carrier from Amazon. So yes, check below, and if you're interested, check the link out to get more information. Okay guys, that's it for Richie's Gaming Gadgets and Gizmos. You guys have a great day, and I'm going to continue watching this movie. I think I need some popcorn. Bye bye. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Now I'm going to ask you to do two things before you leave. One, there's a button right up here on the screen to my right here. Click on that, and that will take you to our website, www.redtechbot.com. When you get on that site, there will be a button there where you can actually sign up for our newsletter. And when you do sign up for our newsletter by entering in your email address, you will automatically be entered into all of our tech giveaways. And by tech giveaways, these are some typical examples of what we will be giving away, and these are some examples. There's other stuff as well. And the good news is, you just have to enter your email address once, and it will automatically be entered into the pool every time we do a draw. And we will use that email address, of course, to contact the winner, to tell them, hey, you've won something, and it's really cool. And of course, the newsletter will have updates on tech reviews, what's coming up new, what's coming up next, new stuff in the industry, and even information on future giveaways, right? So it's a really nice newsletter that we're going to be sending out. And one other thing is, on this side on the screen here, up here on my left, you click on that and you will subscribe to the channel. Now by subscribing, of course, you will be at the forefront of any new things that are happening, any new videos that are coming out. And what I will also be doing is I'll be doing videos where I'll be talking about what we're going to be doing as a next giveaway, right? So you want to be subscribed, tuned in to that as well. So it's going to be a fun year and fun years to come as well. So yeah, that being said, you guys have a great day.